Global investors are scooping up stakes in cryptocurrency funds and companies as they seek exposure to a sector many believe could withstand the fallout from the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Research firm Fundstrat, in its latest note to its clients, said venture capital buyers invested around $4 billion in the crypto space in the last 3 weeks of February. Venture capital buyers, or VCs, poured in another $400 million to startups in the last sector, data showed. The VC investment is consistent with broad weekly inflows. Since the beginning of the year, weekly investments in the industry have been averaging anywhere between $800 million to about $2 billion, Fundstrat data showed. New crypto funds also raised nearly $3 billion over the last 2 weeks as of Friday, the most so far this year. Quote, "The conflict in Ukraine has weaponized our financial and digital economy and really accelerated blockchain adoption," said Paul Hsu, founder and chief executive officer of Decasonic, a $50 million hybrid fund investing in both digital assets and venture capital. He added that there's demand of up to $200 million to invest in his fund. Quote, "We are seeing reallocation to crypto and blockchain away from real estate and bond funds, for instance, because of the higher interest rates. I've seen this with my funds, but unfortunately, because I'm closed-end, I cannot admit more funds nor investors." Refinitiv Lipper data showed that US investors pulled a net $7.8 billion out of bond funds in the week to March 9th. Real estate funds saw net outflows of $707 million in the same period, after posting outflows worth $1.15 billion the previous week. Quote, "Crypto-native companies are still raising at very high valuations, and many funding rounds are still oversubscribed," said George Melka, chief executive officer at crypto broker SFOX. Quote, "In fact, crypto startup valuations are probably the highest I've seen." Bain Capital Ventures, a unit of private equity firm Bain Capital, for instance, announced early last week that it's launching a $560 million fund focused exclusively on crypto-related investment. Crypto assets have even outperformed traditional risk-on assets such as stocks during the crisis. Bitcoin rose 12.2% last month, while Ether gained 8.8%. Since bottoming on February 24th when Russia invaded Ukraine, the digital currencies have gained 14.5% and 13.5% respectively, while the S&P 500 rose just 3.2%. Crypto investment products and funds saw $163 million in new institutional money in the 2 weeks to March 4th, while inflows into blockchain equities totaled about $15.6 million, according to data from asset manager CoinShares. The inflows of $127 million were the largest seen so far this year. Flows into the crypto sector turned positive in late January after 5 straight weeks of outflows, CoinShares data showed. Crypto fund returns have stabilized. The Barclay Hedge Cryptocurrency Traders Index was down at 1.5% for the month of February, according to data posted on Monday, with 39 funds reporting, or about 43% of the total crypto asset managers it tracks. In January, the index fell nearly 13%, and in December it fell 10%. Quote, "There's really no panic even with the Ukraine conflict," said Joe DePasquale, chief executive officer at BitBull Capital, which manages a crypto fund of funds and 2 hedge funds. BitBull's 2 hedge funds, which employ market-neutral strategies, were up on the year, DePasquale said, benefiting from the recovery of Bitcoin and Ether in the month of February. Quote, "People are starting funds, encouraged by the appreciation in prices over the last couple of years," he said. Cryptocurrencies have also been a crucial part of funding Ukraine defense. But the truth is that crypto is also benefiting Russians as well. You see, as Western sanctions have ravaged the Russian economy, almost every single bank in Russia has shut down. The US, EU, UK, and other countries have leveled sanctions, both general and targeted, and doors have closed to Russians around the world, from research institutions to sporting events, in protest at Russia's invasion. Sanctions have targeted banks, oil refineries, military and luxury product exports, as well as members of the Russian regime and oligarchs with close ties to the Kremlin. Companies, too, have closed their doors in Russia, including fast food giant McDonald's, which has temporarily shut its roughly 850 outlets. Surveys have suggested that the majority of Russians support the invasion. But it's difficult to determine how reliable these surveys are in light of new crackdowns on free speech and dissent in Russia, where even the use of the word war to describe the invasion is now a crime. But in the meantime, sanctions affect every Russian citizen in their daily lives, both those who support and those who oppose the war, those at home and those abroad. For all citizens of Russia, making ends meet has never been more difficult in the 21st century. and cryptocurrencies have been helping alleviate the financial ruin many Russian citizens see themselves in. This means that more people by the day are seeing cryptos become their standard currency over fiat currencies for the first time ever. In response to all of the businesses shutting up shop in Russia, Russian State Duma Deputy Yevgeny Fedorov has proposed a 10-year ban on the work of foreign companies that will not return to the country's market until May 1st. A copy of the letter addressed to the head of Ministry of Economic Development Maxim Reshetkinov was reported by RT. RT is a Russian state-controlled international television network funded by the tax budget of the Russian government. The deputy recalled that a number of foreign companies have suspended their work in Russia, the provision of services to Russians and investments. According to him, they plunged tens of thousands of citizens into a state of uncertainty about their future work and well-being. Quote, "I ask you to evaluate the feasibility of determining the conditions for the return of these companies, to allow them to promptly restore their activities until May 1st, 2022, or to impose a ban on commercial activities for a period of 10 years for those enterprises that do not wish to restore work in Russia before the proposed date." Earlier, President Vladimir Putin supported the government's idea of introducing external management for foreign companies leaving Russia. According to him, the authorities have enough legal market tools for this. Experts have said the appointment of a temporary administration at foreign enterprises is a more compromised option than the direct nationalization of business. The maker of the million-dollar monkey-themed NFTs Bored Apes Yacht Club startup Yuga Labs raised a seed round of funding. Yuga Labs raised a staggering $450 million from Andreessen Horowitz, and the firm's valuation now stands at a whopping $4 billion. This is the first time that the Bored Apes Yacht Club has raised funding, and venture capitalists are eager to back the project. Other investors apart from Andreessen Horowitz are Animoca Brands, Liontree, Sound Ventures, Thrive Capital, FTX, and MoonPay. The move could make Bored Ape the first NFT to hit the mainstream and generate curiosity from the larger audience. Thailand has issued new rules that prohibit the use of cryptocurrencies as a means to pay for goods and services, taking a complete U-turn from relaxing crypto-related laws in the country just days ago. In a statement issued by the Thailand Securities and Exchange Commission, the regulator indicated that crypto exchanges and business operators were barred from acting in a manner that promotes the use of digital assets to pay for goods or services. However, the trading or investments in digital assets will not be affected as per the latest direction. So, what do you guys think about all this? Will Russians and Ukrainians continue to use cryptos in their everyday life? Let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. But with all that said, if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay up to date on all things crypto. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.